Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Emily Dexheimer with the Douglas Community Services. How are you, Emily?
Very well. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to sit down and talk with you today. I know you have a really cool event coming up, but before we get to that, let's talk about what Douglas Community Services does. I know you're based out of Hannibal, and I knew a little bit about you, but in digging, knowing that I was going to sit down with you today, I learned a lot more. So I'm excited to hear and tell everyone else everything that Douglas Community Services does.
Sure. So Douglas does do a lot more than most people realize. Our core values still go back to food insecurity, housing, and utilities and clothing, just to meet those basic needs of people so that they have a step up in life. But we also administer the Head Start program in 8 or 9 different counties in Northeast Missouri now.
Okay.
We are the administrators of the CASA program, so people who are able to walk alongside kids who are going through different services and court system issues.
Sure.
So that they have that support system. We also have programs for senior adults that a lot of people don't know about. So there really is a lot of outreach that Douglas is doing in our community.
Yeah, something for every stage in life, sounds like.
Yes.
And not only providing those resources, but also connecting the dots between the needs and what's available in the community.
Yes, and right now, one of the reasons we're doing fundraising is because we are building a new center at 711 Grand, and that's going to be really a hub for us to be able to do just that.
Gotcha.
And to get people to come in and not have to go to multiple places, but if they come in and they need housing assistance, well, maybe they need clothing assistance too. So the Nifty Thrifty store will be right there.
Okay.
Our food commodities will be out of there. All of those sorts of things will be readily available.
In one location.
Right.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of fundraising, you have something really cool coming up, which is what we were, we alluded to it a little bit earlier, but Burgers and Brews Fest.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We're very
Two of my
excited.
favorite things. So Burgers and Brews Fest 2024 is going to be in Hannibal, right?
It is. It's going to be downtown at the Y Men's Pavilion there at Main and Hill Street. So there's a nice pavilion there. We're going to have a band. Stonehill is coming out to play for us.
Okay.
They're pretty awesome.
A great band.
They are. And then we also have Great River Brewing Company. So they've been partnering with us all year. So they are coming, and a portion of their profits are coming back to Douglas. So that is great as well.
Yeah.
And then we have volunteers from Blessing Health System who are going to actually cook up burgers for us that we'll have for sale as well.
Okay. So Burgers and Brews, who doesn't love that, especially on a beautiful day, which is what we're hoping for on September 28th, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully that date will be just perfect. It's going to be from noon to 4.
Noon to 4.
And we'll have some music to begin with. The live music is from 1 to 4 with Stonehill.
Okay.
So we'll just really are hoping to have a really great time down there.
Yeah, and just go and support the community, go and support Douglas, Community Services,
Right.
the people in and around Hannibal, and enjoy a burger and a brew.
Right.
Who doesn't love that? And some live music.
Exactly.
So how do people get tickets?
There's multiple ways. I mean, you can just walk up to the gate and get a ticket there.
Okay.
You can also talk to any of our board members or stop by the administrative building there at 909 Broadway in Hannibal, and we have some tickets available for pre-sale there as well.
Okay, perfect. And is it rain or shine?
Rain or shine.
All right. Yeah.
It's a lovely pavilion. We'll
There
have
you
lots
go.
of coverage.
Yeah, you got some shelter, you got some burgers, you got some brews, you got some live music, and it's all going towards a great cause. Go out and show your support September 28th at the Y Men's Pavilion in Hannibal. Yeah, thank you so much, Emily, for coming on and talking to me. I
thank you for
appreciate
having me
it.
again.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, coming up next, Coffee Talk. Stay tuned.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
And welcome back. Now it's time for
Coffee Talk.
See, I went down. Okay, anyway. Hey, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It has been forever and a day.
It has.
Yeah.
How was last week?
It was good.
Yeah?
It went by kind of slow.
Did it? Even though you had more to do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
So it was just,
Kind of dragging on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But today it's like back to coffee talk, like,
Yeah.
you know, coffee talk style. And I wanted to start it or maybe do it by shouting out to David for his 3 stories that he has up. You'll see those today
Yeah.
or tomorrow. This airs, you know, TV Magic.
He's a machine when it comes to cranking them out.
Well, that, and like I like how he breaks down city council into always like 3 separate stories. I don't know what that 3 thing's called, and I was just asking him. He's like, I have no idea what
Power
you're
of
talking.
3? We'll just
The
call it that.
rule of
There
3.
you
I
go.
don't know. Steve Iyer does that with his 3 thoughts of the day.
Yeah.
It's just like I like 3 is just a good rounded number.
Yeah.
So we have 3 thoughts for coffee talk.
3 topics.
3 topics. The first one being football.
Yeah.
Football has kicked off. Bob's like, what the hell? This is what I wanted to talk about last week. And I'm like, I don't know anything about football.
Really?
So we ranted it out about some local happenings. But football kicked off. I know everyone showed out at Instant Replay. Jim got his wings sold out, which
Yeah,
are
I saw that.
awesome. Good for him.
We went to QU game Saturday. We went to the first.
So football all
Yeah.
around, too.
Awesome.
Like, it's not just NFL.
No.
But I really don't know what I'm talking about.
No. I cheer like I do.
But I like the fact that people are trying to get everyone involved. Like, everyone is involved, you know? Like, people that have no idea. And maybe you're just taking my money for your fantasy team. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's nice to get people that don't know what they're talking about involved. I think football, it's not so much the sport. I think about it as being like family, friends.
Yeah, it's
so
the
I do try to
occasion.
get involved. And I am in a fantasy league. And
And what's your name?
Oh, it's Remember the Titties.
Woohoo! I love it. It's perfect.
You know, a play on Remember the Titans.
Yes, of course.
Which we'll get to entertainment here shortly. But
Yeah.
football, it's just something I used to, like, I still make fun of sports. And when you hear, you know, everyone doing all the lingo and stuff, like, I need a boost or I need this. And I'm like, what's that? Do I need one too?
Oh, you're like, I don't know. Can I get a punt, kick, pass? That's I have no idea. Yeah.
But, so yeah, it's just all around fun and I like it.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to necessarily be a football, you know, you don't have to be.
guru.
Yeah, I was going to say connoisseur,
No.
but I knew that wasn't right. You don't have to know everything about it, but I do love when you are in like these fantasy leagues, which I never have been, but I've gone
I thought
to.
you did something with.
I did the bracket, the March Madness
Okay,
thing.
that's a totally different sport.
Yeah, but I love the getting together with people, and I really love when people do know things about it that they're willing to help
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
through
saying.
it. Yeah, because some people tend to feel sorry for those of us who don't know our lingo or the players.
Or they're giving you ill advice and just taking your money, like I said.
Either way,
I don't know.
It's still fun as long as they give me beers and make me feel like I'm a part of the
team?
Yeah, then I'm good. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm looking forward to the rest of this football season. I hear my fantasy team is prety badass. So
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, that's exciting. So when you go to this, everybody probably knows how it works. But when you go, it's like every week. Do you get knocked out if your team loses?
No.
First, okay.
No.
All right.
One thing that I did learn when talking about this before, I had no idea that fantasy football existed before technology.
Oh yeah,
Like,
so it was like
people were
paper
doing-
brackets.
Yes.
And, yeah.
But then you also had to meet like once a week to do those
Yeah.
trades and
In
stuff
person.
like that. In person.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know.
Listen, I thought you said you liked the party of it all.
yeah.
Yeah, you're like, ew, I don't want to be there in person. No. Cheers to my beers in my
Yeah.
living
But
room.
cheers to football.
Yeah, right?
All
Cheers.
right.
So, and then.
Next thought
Yeah.
is a little bit on more of something that you had to experience just recently.
Not
I
quite
did
as
it-
fun as fantasy football.
Well, it should be fun though, but
It
it's
should,
not.
but it's not. And anybody who enjoys this, I feel like, has a little bit of psychopathy.
Yeah.
Car buying.
Yes.
Okay. It is fun to have a new ride, but going through the process is a nightmare, especially now when things are so expensive and interest rates are crazy. And, I had my own reasons for selling my Jeep, and I'm still kind of sad about it. But finding a car that is more sensible for gas mileage and away games and traveling to and from my day job in St. Louis. And, it was just kind of time that I made a more mature decision. So then when I started looking for the car and trying to get like the best bang for my buck, but also something that had everything I wanted, it was damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Right? Then you find something and you go to test drive it. And if you're like me, you have it checked out by my mechanic who's amazing. And unfortunately, the cars that you love may not be the car for you, right? So I found that to be true. Then when I finally found something and I wanted to shop local, but the car prices here tend to be quite a bit higher, which I'm not dogging on it. It is what it is. But I ended up going out of town, and it was like 3 hours away. Found what I wanted.
But you tried local first, which that's awesome.
I did, yeah. But in my price range and trying to find what I wanted, I didn't have the luxury of time to wait. So it was kind of like, okay, you have to find something, whether it's here or out of town. Unfortunately, it was out of town. But fortunately, the car does have everything I want, and let's pray that nothing happens to it.
Yes.
Okay?
Fingers are crossed.
Yeah, so talk about your experience a
Well,
bit.
I gambled way more. I didn't
Yeah?
take it to my mechanic. I probably should have. So I'm still just on edge about it. It's a newer car, and I don't really want to talk about like where I got it locally because it wasn't my greatest experience.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where, hey, we'll call you in a week to see how you're doing. Never got that phone call.
Yeah.
And then the big thing that always gets me is like when they're like, we're just gonna detail it up one last time right after you test drove it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's cool. It's my dirt.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it. And I know what they're doing. They're putting their sticker on the car.
On the things.
They're putting their license plate things on the
oh,
car.
and you don't want that.
No, I'm not a walking billboard for you unless you're paying me. Like,
yeah,
and you aren't
mine has
paying
that
me.
on there because I didn't think about
Oh,
it,
well,
so
you
I
can
need to
take
dig
a
that off.
Blow dryer and just blow that sucker right off.
Really?
Like, you heat up the sticker and you can peel off the sticker.
Okay.
I'd rather get tattoos on my body than put
Yeah.
stickers on my car.
Yeah.
Mila
Also,
calls them car tattoos.
they are car tats. And also, God forbid, and I understand what you're saying when you're talking, because now it's like any used car, you're paranoid about
Yes.
every click, every lag in any like acceleration. At least I am. I'm like, oh great, I got a
Yes.
lemon, and I don't think it is, but I'm always paranoid about it.
No,
'Cause
I'm
like,
paranoid. I think potentially because of you.
Yeah.
But like I don't. It's not something that I know much about. Auto mechanics or anything like that. And it's also not something that very many people. So that if you're looking for a trade or a job to make your
it's
young
also
one
hard to
look
find
into,
one that's trustworthy. And I think part of the experience of, my Jeep, and I went to some real,
shysters.
Yeah. And it's a shame to say that, but I do think, whether intentionally or not, there were things fixed that didn't need to be fixed. There were things that weren't fixed that needed to be fixed, so
Yep.
it's like, well, Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. But trust me, after all of this experience, after everything that's gone on,
One thing I've learned.
I think that I could probably do some tune-ups.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, YouTube videos out there, and I'm not like advocating for you to go do your own car work, because I do know that there is a trade that a lot of people specialize in and takes some education, takes a lot of experience and know-how. But there are some things that I can do now through YouTube videos.
Awesome.
Yeah. So there's the silver lining.
Yes.
And hopefully also the silver lining is that I have a great car that lasts me years and years and years.
I'm hoping, mine lasts me through the winter.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
You know what also another thing I learned though is that here at Muddy River News, we show up for one another.
Yes.
Like you picked me up, Bob took me home. People were always willing to.
We're a team.
Yeah, right. So thank you for that. I don't know that I ever publicly said that. Not that it was necessary, but I wanted to do that. So thank you. And cheers to new cars and having them last.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely at least through the winter and
right.
hopefully beyond. Okay, and then the next topic is.
Third thought.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one. Entertainment. Mm-hmm. To a degree, it like popped up in my head though on a sad note.
James Earl Jones.
Not James Earl Grey.
Brittany texted me today, and you could tell that she was preoccupied. Her mind was elsewhere, and she goes, "Oh, and I'd really want to talk about James Earl Grey." And I was like, "As in the tea?" Because here at Coffee Talk we do have the tea,
Yes.
but it's not James Earl Jones.
No,
right?
no. But he lived a long, happy life.
did, yeah.
And he was one of my favorite actors.
That voice.
Yes, that's what I said. He had that voice.
Yeah.
The voice of Mufasa, the voice of Darth Vader, the voice of I don't know.
He narrated a bunch, like Sandlot.
Yes.
And
well, in Sandlot, he was the dog owner.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
not. Maybe it was.
I just
Daenerys.
remember the voice.
And then Field of Dreams.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of great movies, and we'll miss him.
Coming to America. That's the one I
Yes,
was thinking.
that was-
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's-
If you listen to that movie now, you're like, whoa.
Was he in this? Was there a second one?
He was in the second
okay.
one. Yeah.
I kind of that one was a little bit forgetful.
Yeah.
Speaking of second ones and being forgetful, I haven't seen it yet, but the reviews on
Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Don't say it the second
I
or
won't say
third
the
time.
third time.
But the reviews on it kind of suck.
Do they?
I guess I don't know. It's not enticing me to go. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance.
I'll still
'cause-
go.
But it's not. It's disappointing. I don't want to hear that. Like where people are like it's walkout worthy.
Well,
I'm like, no.
Is it walkout worthy?
That's what.
Well, I mean, when you do
To
such
each
a
their
bang
own.
up job on the first one,
Yes.
and it's such a cult classic, it's going to be hard to
Yeah.
meet that standard. I think kind of like Hocus Pocus. What do you think of the second one of that?
awful.
I didn't think it was great.
They're making a third too. I heard. I'm like,
Well-
oh, we should cut it out while we can.
Well, I think it's when you have something like Beetlejuice or Hocus Pocus or what's the other one that is coming out? Shoot, I forget. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be hard to meet that high standard, but I do think that everyone will still go see it, even if the reviews are bad, because they're
Yeah.
going to be like, oh, maybe they're wrong. Hopefully, they're wrong.
I want to know the reviews on a show that I've been watching because I'm really hoping it comes back. It's Chaos
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, I've been watching that
If
too.
you like anything to do with Greek mythology, and this is like super entertaining, comedy-ish, very.
It's like a dark comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's dark comedy. It's
got okay. So Jeff Goldblum plays
Zeus.
Zeus, and our friend Jay, who is my hairdresser,
Yeah.
referred to him as the OG daddy.
Yeah.
Like he's the original daddies.
He is?
from Jurassic Park. I didn't even
I
like
didn't
put
know
that
that.
together. But
Well,
yeah, he is.
He's a great actor, and I love that show. My mom did not give it rave reviews. She was
Really?
like, I just don't see the point. And I was like, well, maybe.
Did she get like how far through it?
I think like episode 4.
Okay.
But
I'm really hoping. Yeah, it has to get good reviews though to come back. So
Yeah.
I'm like trying to pimp this out and be
either
like,
way, I mean, the acting is really, it's just interesting.
Yes.
Like it's a very interesting idea to put out there and to modernize.
Yes.
So I think it's really cool. So yeah, I think go watch it.
Yeah.
Give it some thumbs up. right?
Yeah, please do because I want it to come back.
Yeah. And speaking of entertainment, just a little sneak preview.
We have a little bit of an entertaining.
Oh, dude, if you follow this fella on social media, you have been entertained by his live feeds.
Yes, he has a live show
It's-
regularly.
Yeah, he's a live show, but also it seems like he always has something going on, which I'm really excited to talk to him about. Steve Homan is going to be our club guest Thursday, so make sure you tune in. If you know him, you know that it's sure to be entertaining. And if you don't know him, trust me when I say it will be entertaining. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So on that note, thank you, EFB, for the coffee.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we love everything about EFB, including the people who so graciously sponsor
Yes.
our coffee talk, but also their coffee and their tea, right?
Yeah.
While we spill the tea. So on that note, thank you for watching
Coffee Talk.